safely.
All right, this thing's about to blow. Hop into Moon Miner's channel. X up in there. That is where you can get into Fleet. This is on the new system. I couldn't do it without this. If you're watching on YouTube, it's a 1440p. Max compression. It is twice as sharp and twice the resolution of Twitch. And now, if we could get into, let's see here. I think we're going to need some silence for this as we blow this up, which means this awesome music has to go. So, all right, are you all ready? So here is this is the station we're on. This is the moon. Can I ask you in Fleet where we're at? And here we go. Nice, huh? All right, I don't know what all's in there, but come and get it. And then now for the next phase, which is to set the next charge here. And let's see here. All right, 13 days. So this has spodium, Veldspar, and bit lumens. Heavy on the spodium. And here we go on ignition of the next pole. Watch the phaser fire. Don't get burnt. This is, by the way, ultra widescreen or beyond that. Got it over 2.5 monitors. And now it'll start tractoring it in. There we go. There we have it. We've got liftoff. All right. Back into the good music here. Yes, sirree. Okay. All right. So yes, X up and Moon Miners. If you want to join the fleet, we can get you in. And so we are mining today, starting out on this moon here, and then we will continue on with finding others who have moons and everything. So this moon is brought to you by Moons, the Corp, which we have just formed, and we now have I'm not sure how many members we got, but we got a few going on here. And so we are there we go. I can go for that one. We are putting people in the Corp who sponsor a station. Each station is 2 billion. And then you'll have access to know when these are going to pop. You'll have admin access into all the stations, which basically means that if you're at war with somebody and a war target shows up, you can fire at them from the station. But also that that you can see the schedule of when these are going to pop and plan on it. You're not going to run out of ore in this setup once it's a little bit more mature. Right now, we have 7 stations up and running. I've got, it'll be 11 by tomorrow night, and so that's going to put us into a good cycle here. The moons for Saturdays, we're going to do them Friday, Saturday alternating, and they're going to be 54-day moons, meaning they're going to be incredible hauls. And so, that is that's going well. Now, in honor of the Corp and everything being formed yesterday, I bring to you the following advertisement for the Corp. Here we go.
Moo, I'm Mooey. You are my best friend. We will go for walkies, and we will go on a picnic, and we will have so much fun forever and ever and ever. And Moo. Who are you? Oh, it's so f***ing cold. God. Moo. Dad, I don't know about this. You're doing great, son. Now I'm freezing my udders off. Moo, bitch. That's my boy. It's still cold. Oh, God, shut up. No. This tail is mine, and it's mine, and it's mine forever. It's mine. Could you not? Okay, fine.
Yeah, so that's a Markee Plier video. Anyway, I found that and I was like, oh, that kind of sums it up, doesn't it? Moo, bitch. Oh man, yeah. So that's it's pretty good. So anyway, now we can get into doing some mining and getting everybody out here having a good time. And,
to give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
Okay, so give me my target. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so there we go. And the mop, still a goon. 32 months as a sub. Thank you so much for that resub and that long-term support. I appreciate it. All right. So anyway, Corp members are going to be able to get into the admin of all the stations, so you'll be able to see when they are going to blow and everything. And so it'll be good. We have several people in already, and basically it's not a requirement to come out mining with us, but it supports the community. And so we're gonna work up toward everybody having more ore than they possibly know what to do with, and you're all gonna be rich. So Moon Miners is the channel. In there is the information on how to join the Corp. It's not required when sponsoring a station that you join the Corp. Well, no, maybe it is. You got to put a character in. I don't care if it's an alpha or whatnot. You got to have a character in, because if we get war decked and we have a station that's vulnerable, I'm going to ask you to come and help fight and defend. You're going to have so much money from doing this stuff that if you lose a few ships helping defend, it's not a big deal. The only thing is, it can't be one of your miner characters. It has to be a different character other than one of your miners. Your miners should all stay as NPC Corp. So, yes, and donate from the tune that you want the corporate invitation to go to. I am going to end up making a spreadsheet so I can figure this shit out, because the response has been good. And beyond today, I won't be able to commit it to memory because of, the volume of people. You can remember about 10, 15, but you get beyond that, and memory is no good. We got to put it in writing. So I will do that. The CEO character, she is a great pilot for battle. She is former faction warfare. She really knows how to fight with frigates and destroyers and cruisers, but also is a very skilled battleship pilot. So we'll be able to participate very well in any interactions that we have with hostilities wanting to attack our stations. So anyway, and I do see someone else just sent in their 2 billion. All right. So, we need to, though, it needs to be with your, it should be with the character that you want invited to the Corp. That should not be a miner. And, so, I will bring a bunch of ships out here to this area, but they're all going to be, like, alpha, any alpha can fit into them, frigates, and they'll just be backups for if, you run out of ships. But really, everybody should bring out whatever is going to work well for them. And if we end up doing a lot of fighting, then we'll get more organized as well. Right now, it's not too organized. So, this is a public fleet, Michelle. Come on in. So, we don't count anybody out from joining us just because they're not sponsoring a station. So, everybody is still welcome. And so... yeah, if you believe it's a scam, then don't do it. So, if you think it's a scam, then don't do it. The 2 billion covers purchase of an Athenor, purchase of a moon drill, and purchase of a year's worth of fuel. So, the goal is to have each one of these up for at least a year, and then if we get to that year point and we need funding, we will work on that. We'll do some fleets where we just turn everything over so that we can buy fuel for another year or something like that. We'll do like a one weekend thing where all of us mine for the cause, something like that. So that is the plan, and you do not, if you're just wanting to support the cause and you absolutely cannot put a character in, well, we won't turn you down. But I do want, even if it's an alpha character, I do want a character in so that we can have bodies here to help with fighting if necessary.
You, sir, rock.
All right. Neo, thank you for the resub from Poland. Yes. Thank you. All right. So all the information's in the Moon Miners message of the day. There's a particular character you send it to and then you'll get an invitation from somebody in another corp. We're running dual corps on this for the way it's securely set up. And so, yes, and all of this again is public. Now, assisting with fighting, you'll have to be in the corp or you'll have to be in the war. So you can't do. We're in high sec, so you have to be at war with the people that you're fighting. It's just a requirement. So, yeah, fundamental way of it being in here. We will also be joining in some people who own their own Athenors, and we'll be figuring that out. I figure that we're going to start figuring that out next week. Getting this first part up and running, and then we'll figure the rest out. So I'm trying to find some that are available here. There we go.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, as for right now, as to what skills characters should have and everything, I mean, just be able to fight. I am really, seriously, I don't want to be too organized unless we have to be. And we'll get more organized about things if it's required, but I'm not interested in being a CEO of a giant corp. I am interested in doing this community thing, and it requires some of that stuff, but I'm really not interested in being a, spending all my time doing corporate management. So, yeah. So, and we'll form a private chat group for the corp members, and then for a couple of administrators from the other corp. And then we should be able to list out all the station locations, and the next time that they'll blow, we'll give several people rights to edit that list. And then those of you who are in the corp, you'll be able to see it very easily. Yes, more fun, less paperwork. Right. Yeah. Hello, Brian. So we'll get this up to where we have for every day, and even off of the show. Wait, let's try and not double up on the rocks. Find your own rock. That would be nice. I consider it to be rude to be on the same rock as somebody else when there are others available. Oh, he has some ice here.
drive active.
Alright. So, I would have started earlier today, but I had another internet outage again. It was bad. It was more than 8 hours the internet was down. And I went and looked at my competitor for internet service because I'm like, well, I can't have this shit all the time. It's the second time this week. And so I was looking at a competitor for, you know, getting service from them. Turned out they were down too. So it was something that was affecting more than just my service provider. In high-sec, you can mine whatever you want. They'll bump you. They may even, you know, gank you in high-sec. But there's plenty of moons out here, especially on the weekends. Down. Yes, so someone can spend billions to set up a moon and strangers can come and mine it. Yep, we're pretty good at that too. I do recommend though, I do recommend tipping station owners, like, you know, if you didn't help pay for one of these stations, you most definitely should be tipping on these. You want to encourage the station owners to be providing more. If it's a losing proposition for them, then they're going to stop. Right?
Warp drive active.
Why am I not running links? None of us need it. So, these are all Orcas. The standard tip, 10-15%. If the stuff's really nice, I mean like really, really nice, you want to go in the 15% range. If the stuff is, you know, kind of mediocre or whatnot, then 10%. Fanta wants to know when I'll be writing his name on our whiteboard. Yeah. Alright, thank you for the support, buddy. By the way, there is a giveaway today. It's going on right now. Store.markeedragon.com. Got to be logged in. And go to the giveaway section. Add that to your cart. It's free checkout. It'll have you in for an alpha pack and a meteor pack that we're giving away today. So, and as far as choosing your rocks and everything, you know, if somebody else is already on it and there are any other rocks available, you should just go to the next best available for you. Obviously, when there's no free rocks available, then you end up doubling up. But until then, it's good etiquette to be on your own rock. Why don't you get email notifications when I go live anymore? I don't know. I am still working on a system to try and do notifications where I'll hand them out, but I haven't got that finished yet. We're in the final stages of testing that stuff. Bunch of characters here.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, well, you know, I know 2 billion's a large amount for some people. It's a small amount for some others. But it is the amount that that makes it happen. And it's not an impossible amount. So, some of you who are newer to the game, of course, it would take longer. But some of you who've been around a long time, you're like, oh, well, okay, here's 2 billion. Yeah, so... Brian, is it accidentally added to your wish list? And have you filled in the white box? I can see others are getting in, so... Oh, doesn't like exclamation point or equals. I suppose that's possible. It does filter. Oh, somebody already on this one? Gosh, who is he? He's in a venture? Oh, Dante. You need to mine something different. I suspect that you're not going to get anything off of this rock. You need to be doing like the Veldspar. You can't, I don't think you can get... It's a math thing with the venture. Some of the higher end stuff, if you're not getting anything, you'll want to go for like Veldspar, which I know you can get. So, yeah, ventures have a little bit limited ability. They can participate, but there's some rocks they actually can't mine. So, yes, this is running on the new rig. Yes, sir. So, and the new rig is affording me to do some special things, and including there we go. Thank you for your nice banhammer, David. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah. I saw somebody who was really happy to be here.
Warp drive active.
This volume is really small, 11 in a cycle for a venture. Yeah, well, if you're able to get it, then it might be worth it. So, So I'm not saying the Venture shouldn't mine Veldspar or spodumene. What I'm saying is that some of the higher end rocks, you can't mine them with a Venture because of the math of how much cubic meters it can pull per, per cycle. And there's a minimum cubic meter size on some of these asteroids. And so if you can't meet that minimum, you keep mining and nothing ever happens. So when you see that, you have to move to something else. I know that people can do Veldspar, and of course, now he's saying he was able to do Spodum at 11 units per cycle, which means that you can do that. And so maybe, maybe that's what you do. But anyway, and can I stream in 4K now? Yes, I could. I'm in 1440p on YouTube, and that is intentional. 4K it's getting too big, or too small, however you want to look at it. So doing this now, also on YouTube, I'm also running maximum compression, so it has the highest sharpness. Got one client that's off screen here.
Warp drive active.
And believe it or not, I have another client to log in. I'm sure you all believe that. What is that noise? That is the station pulling the moon chunk.
Connecting. Warp drive active.
I guess it's hard to see our ships. So much here. Another one of the things that I'm able to do with the oops, that's the wrong thing. We're not ending the show. I clicked the wrong button. Wait! Oh, there it is. Why does it look funky? Wait! Why did it switch? Oh my goodness. Being a butthead. It switched which client it was looking at. Alright. There's a lot of fine-tuning still needed of things. How many accounts do I have? I have 9 Omega accounts. So I can tell you that right now, I've been able to produce enough ore that with my 9 ships and Brian's 3, that we've actually been having some leftovers. So it's good. Yeah, so why is this new rig good for streaming? Well, because I am streaming to both YouTube and Twitch right now. I have Twitch set on very good graphics, and I have YouTube set on the absolute highest quality imaginable, to where it like gives me warnings saying you better have a monster CPU to be able to do this. And so it does, and that's so it allows me to really do much higher quality video image for you all at lower bandwidth. I can actually do both of the streams simultaneously at the absolute maximum, but I'm just testing things as I go every day, trying to find out the sweet spot so that like maximum viewability with lowest amount of interruptions and such. So, and I'm currently running 9 clients of Eve at the same time on the same machine, and it's running 6 monitors, so it's doing quite well. Bubble Remix, yes, we have quite a few Athenors, so yeah, quite a few. 4 gig of RAM is killing you. Yes, I have a monster amount of memory in this as well. I have 64 gigs. So hey, and so we're mining moons currently. I'm on Spodium. This is all high-sec stuff, by the way. You can get everything in high-sec except for Markee. And so it's pretty amazing. It's good money, and it's not 100% safe, but it is safer than a lot of things. Right. So, and if you are wanting to use an MTU or anything like that out here, you have to be in your own fleet. You can't be in the group fleet. Most people, if you're in Orcas, you have no need for it. Yeah, Bubble Remix says, if you're wondering about the 2 billion offer on Athenors, you'd take it. If you had 2 billion, you've already bought in. Yeah, well, save up your money. So we we're gonna put more of these together. It won't stop you from mining our public moons if you're not involved with it, but it will make it a hell of a lot easier for you to mine them, because we're not excluding anyone. Just those people who are supporting are getting a little bit of advantage of knowledge, like knowing where all of them are and what time they're going to pop and everything, which, you know, makes for easy money. And I guarantee that everybody is going to make their money back plus more. You're all going to be rich off of this. you're all going to end up probably with multiple accounts. You'd be like, I must have more ore. Yeah. So. You can't watch my videos in 4K. I mean, you can, but it's not 4K. I'm not transmitting 4K. I'm giving you 1440p, which is about a little bit less than 50% of 4K. All right, now let's check on my others here. By the way, I'm mining multiple fields at the same time. They're not all in this same field, because I have ore sitting on 2 other stations right now too. Like I said, we have a little bit more than what all we can handle at the moment, which is good, you know. So one of these orcas, when you are when you are all skilled up all the way for ore, you should be able to average you should be able to get around 18 million per hour worth of ore raw. That 18 million will probably turn into around 25 million refined, but you know, and it's passive income, so you can, you know, if you work from home especially, you can be mining on the side while you're doing your TPS reports. And you could have a couple clients going on the side while you're doing your TPS reports. Check on them every 30 minutes, but keep an eye on them to make sure that you're not getting bumped or attacked by something. And yeah, Jason Lamb, to get involved with us, hop into the in-game channel called Moon Miners. And in there, in the message of the day, you'll find information there, and then you can ask questions and you can get into fleet from there and everything too. Checking on all my guys here. Why does this guy have... Oh, because he's got buffs. I thought, why is he connected to a station? But he's not. All right. Everybody's mining. Everybody's getting fat and happy. Yes, don't forget my cover sheets for the TPS reports, right? Yes. Which corp is this? Well, the corp doesn't matter. Why do you want to know the corp? Because the corp doesn't matter in the whole scheme of things. We're not doing this mining as a corp. We are providing the Athenors as a corp. We're not doing the mining as a corp. The corp's name is Moons. Can you mine in a Hulk here? Yes. So, smaller ships. If we get gankers come in here, smaller ships are the first, first to get attacked. Yes, oh, and using augmented drones is also asking for the first to be attacked. Now, augmented mining drones, if you start getting bumped by Macarial, they can usually keep up and get back into your bay. If you're mining ice with augmented drones and you start getting bumped, you have lost that drone. And those are like 140 million each, something like that. They're very expensive. So, is that extra 10% ore or ice that you get from it, is it worth it? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Justin says, left a message on the YouTube screen, love to know how to get involved. Yeah, okay. So, and I think you got the answer. If we keep having a lot of questions about how to get involved and everything, then maybe we'll write up an article on the website where we can refer people to. But right now, you just hop into Moon Miners in-game channel, and there's info there. The stations, as they come online, will start being listed in there. At least the public ones that have compression will list all of the public ones to the people in the Corp. And so if you have one character in the Corp, because you've sponsored a station, but you have like 3 miners or whatever, then you just log in with your Corp one to see the information, and then you go and mine with all your characters. So mining in a fleet does not provide any protection out here. So yeah, it does not provide any protection out here. If we have gankers come in, the gankers are even taking out skiffs now and stuff. So you want to have the maximum EHP possible. With an Orca, it's pretty easy to get 300,000 and up. At 300,000 and up, it's going to take a lot of resources for a ganker to take you out. They still would be ISK positive on how much they lost against how much they killed, but their incentive for doing that, because they really don't make money off of it, is pretty low, and it's pretty unlikely that you'll get messed with. Is ratting profitable in nullsec? Yes, very. Very profitable. Yeah, you could look at some of my videos that I've done on that with the Vexor Navy issues and running havens. Haven, you can make, I don't know, you make 35 million in 45 minutes, something like that, off of bounties. And then if you loot it and everything too, then you make more. And you can do that with the Vexor Navy issue, which costs you, 125 million or so. And it's almost AFK. It's not 100% AFK, but it will run on its own much of the time too. So you can't leave it alone, but you don't have to be super attentive either. Bubble Remix. I'm digging your moons. Ha! I get the jokes. Yes. Utterly brilliant. Mm-hmm. Do we have a mining schedule? Yes. Schedule's made available to those in the Corp who've sponsored a station. For everybody else, you just find out. You'll just find out when we do it, when we announce which ones we're doing on the show. So I do need to keep a bit of an advantage for the people who are sponsoring stations. I think that's proper. They're putting out money, and so they need to have they need to have a little bit of an advantage. But all of the information is public. It's just that it's all together nice and easy for them. So, and they can know things like they can log into the stations, they can dock in the station, they can take admin control of the station, they can see exactly what kind of ores it's pulling, the exact minute that it'll be available to blow, and everything. They cannot blow it themselves nor cancel it, but you can get all of that information. So, okay, looks like all this bud is being mined, which I don't doubt it. All right. So, and we were working our way up, so the moons, Fridays and Saturdays, are going to be, they're going to work their way up to being 54-day moons. And they're going to be the really big stuff. And then the rest of the week we'll be working on having stuff available. And primarily it'll be they'll all be public stations, but primarily it'll be the Corp members that'll know when they're popping and stuff like that. Do I buy ores mined from our viewers? We've talked about that. I do not have an operation for that right now. You know, anybody who wants to buy ore from everybody out here, hop into the Moon Miners channel, say that you are buying, and start telling people whatever information you need to give them for that. So also, there is one caveat to all of this. That is that, you know, if we get war decked and a station gets blown up, well, then one gets taken out of the pool. If it was a station that you sponsored, it won't like remove you from all of this, but it is a possibility that we could have some stuff like that happen. And but the character that you have in the Corp, we will be asking you to help fight if we have stations that are vulnerable. I mean, every station is vulnerable in its initial phase, but like if we have the shields knocked off of a station, then we will definitely be calling out to everybody to come in and help defend. So or we may go on the attack too, if it's appropriate to just attack the people that are being a pain in our ass. And there we have another one. So that makes, gosh, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 new stations that we'll be putting up. I have a feeling I'm going to be putting up stations all weekend, and I'm probably going to be scanning the shit out of everything tomorrow, getting all the good moons. And I will put these on the best moons first. So I did 3 moons yesterday. They are all top 10%. And you'll know where they're at once you we get them fully up and running. So okay. Yeah, so I have 6 now, 6 more to put up. So we have 6 contiguous systems that have moons. We have a 7th system that is 2 jumps outside of this contiguous set. And so we have enough to keep us going. So one of the systems has well over 100 moons in it, and I am focusing on the moons that are 50% value or higher. So the bottom 50% in a system, I'm just ignoring. I'm doing the top 50%, and then these, as we put them out there, I will add the best ones first. So whatever's available. And I've got it all mapped out too on 3 systems right now, where I know if like somebody decommissions Nathanor or one gets blown up or whatnot and it's on a moon that's good, I know I'm looking at these moons. So these moons can be set to a cycle that is anywhere from 6 days to 54 days. And the first moons that we're setting up are Friday, Saturday, alternating. First 7 of these, and they're going to be scheduled out as far out as possible. So I'm going to start scheduling them out. We got them scheduled out right now, like 2 weeks. So the next one so I'll have week 3, week 4, and week 5 scheduled out probably tomorrow morning. And then week 6, 7, and if there's a week 8, that'll be scheduled out in another couple of days. And then we'll start filling in the blank spots on that. We'll end up with that, like, next weekend we're going to have mining off of these. And then we are going to have the Friday, Saturday ones eventually will all be 54 weeks. It's going to take us, or 54 days. It's going to take us 54 days to get there, if that makes sense. But each one that we do Friday and Saturday up to that, getting closer and closer, will be a longer duration. And so it I got it all worked. I got the math all worked out. It's a little bit hard to explain, but I got it all worked out. So actually less than 7 weeks from now, more like 4 weeks from now, we will be doing moons that are 54 days. And a 54-day moon is going to be on the low end about 4.5 billion worth of ore. On the high end, about 6.5 billion worth of ore. Okay, so, and I'm going to do my best on organizing all of this. So, also, if you're getting in on this, please donate the funds with the character that you want added to the Corp, and that character should not be a mining character. We're actually going to ask you to leave the Corp and put a different character in if it is a mining character, because what's going to happen is when we're out here mining, we're going to get jerks that come in here and start war decking anybody who's in a Corp, and the Corp's going to get war decked. It's not going to be a problem because everybody should be able to fight, but we don't want unnecessary war decks. So everybody who's mining out here should be in a NPC Corp, and that way you don't get war decked. As we get more prevalent out here and start pushing out some of the other miners that are here, which we're not doing that hostily, it's just a fact of having a volume of us, a volume presence of us here. They're gonna be like, I want to go someplace where there's not so many people, and then we are going to see some war decks happen. And in the future, if we run out of moons, maybe we need to do something to get some more moons. We can offer to buy all of them. And I've done that a little bit, and I've made a couple of purchases that way, and that's worked just fine. But, if we have asshats out here that we need to take care of, we will. Dark Lord and Paint Sniffy, thank you for following. Welcome. All right. Okie dokie. It's too bad I'm not making a profit on these things.
To the dragons.
Yeah. So. All right. Dark Child, thank you for following. Welcome. Okay, let's see here. Check on everybody. Make sure they're still mining and getting fat and happy. Looks like it. All right. It's all looking good. So you would have been paint sniffer, but it was already taken, so it's the second best thing. I just figured that all that paint sniffing probably burned off enough brain cells that you didn't spell it right. So, oh no comms today? I could bring up comms. No. I'll be in there in just a minute. All right. Wish there was a beep noise when you write something in YouTube. All right, so I'm gonna step away for just a moment. And when I get back, we're gonna start working on the Orca miner skill template. So those of you who are wanting to create an Orca character and want to know what order to put the skills in and what skills you need beyond what it says is minimally necessary, we can build that up. So step away for just a moment, be right back.
You, sir, rock.
Alright, I'm back. Walked out there to find that we have company. I didn't even know. They were being pretty quiet. Alright. Hello, Brian.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm doing quite well. My back hurts a bit, I don't know why. It's a pain in the ass. But optimizing the system at the moment. How about yourself?
Optimizing the system?
Yeah, that I don't need to dock up any longer. Just munching through the belts and...
Yeah.
I mean, I use the bastard for that now. I have her in the system, I just jump every time from ship to ship when I hit 60k and boom, off to the station with the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's saving time.
Yeah. Good. We've got a lot of people here.
Oh yeah. That would be a paradise for Abby, I guess. Oh, how much? Hulk, exhumers. Wow, we have a lot of them here. A lot of exhumers. And some barges. Dang.
Let's see. Silmer, if you already own Athenor reprocessing drill, can have that hauled and donated in order to be placed. Yeah, so right now I am only doing just the payments in that fashion. I am putting reprocessing in the systems where we don't have it, which currently we have it in 4 systems. There's only 2 systems out here that don't, and it's really more so for compression because there is a little bit better refining opportunities at other places. But people can refine there if they want. And so I'm trying to keep it clean and simple at the moment. I'll be, maybe next week we'll explore some other opportunities. So. Yeah, and we may incorporate some stations in that are not owned by our Corp into the fold here, participate. But we got to figure out how to do that, and because I'm not willing to do some corporate management nightmare. I'm not interested in playing the game of corporate leader. I'd rather play the game of Eve.
Corporate management can be a pain in the ass, huh?
Yeah, I do as little of it as possible, and there's opportunities that I turn down when there's too much of it.
No. Maybe I need to get my tune in there as well.
Yeah, we'll
to take up a bit of load there.
Okay, so I have a character that he's in a venture at the moment. He's sitting in Jita.
Good old venture.
Yeah. And he is training for an Orca and the minimum requirements for an Orca, which is basically well, if you look up an Orca here, let me just show you all how to look this up. I may want to record a formal video on this. We'll see here. This may be the first test of broadcasting and then recording something locally at the same time in high quality. We'll see if that works. I actually don't know if it'll work. Haven't tried it yet. Okay, let's see here. Let's look up Orcas on here. It should be from the alt that you want in the Corp, the donation. Go into Moon Miners. It has the information there in the message of the day. Okay, let's see here. By the way, this screen has its own music, which does not respect the rights of having turned music off. One SDK Frag, thank you so much. 17 months as a sub. Always a pleasure and congrats on the new machine. Thank you, buddy. So the easiest thing for getting into one of these is, seeing what all is required of it off of this page right here and meeting those minimum requirements. And then there is a skill plan, and I put some stuff in front of this to keep it from eating into it, because I wanted to make sure and do a video about this before that time, so you can see it complete and why it is in the order that it is. So okay, so I do think that I will try recording this. So, Brian, I'm going to mute myself on comms for a few minutes.
Welcome to the
Sure.
Dragons.
Viking TBS, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hello from Slovakia. All right. Hello back to you. What's going on with the mouse? I have so many monitors I put on mouse trails. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to record a video of the skill plan required for getting into an Orca, and then and the order that it is, because the order matters in how much each item, what its effectiveness is, so that you are mining the maximum amount possible in the shortest period of time, and so that you're not working on something that provides you with only a 2% bonus and it takes 40 days to skill. That would suck. So, all right, let me check on my other accounts here and just make sure that they are on rock. This one's not. Will Goldbot ever come back? Yeah, should. Hope to have it back up Wednesday. All right. Trying to get away from that drill sound. We'll turn off the music while we record this. All right. So we'll give this a shot here. I don't know if this is going to work, or we'll find out here in just a moment whether or not, like, my CPU overloads or something like that. I don't expect that it will, but having not tried doing, you know, 2 simultaneous streams and recording it at full, you know, full quality all at the same time, we'll see what happens. So, and I'll just try and do this in one shot, as if I, you know, doing the video to keep, you know, so there's not so much editing. Yeah, I'm running a new Threadripper. Should be fine. Well, I am running at highest quality settings on the streams and everything. So, all right, here we go. Maybe. Hit the button. Damn it. Okay, well, this is going swimmingly so far. Oh, there we go. Menu is really lagging behind. It shouldn't be. I haven't figured out why XSplit sometimes is lagging behind. I think XSplit is, maybe for the menus, is not using all the cores fully. Because even at 50% CPU usage, it's taking a while. All right, here we go. I pushed the button and I'm waiting for it to start recording. This... So since building this new machine, there's a lot of little things to iron out. This is probably going to be one of them. I hit the record button, but it hasn't started recording yet. Ruffles, thanks. All right, so welcome to XSplit crashing. You know, that's a great advertisement for XSplit that comes up every time a camera crashes. I mean, what the hell? This is not a good advertisement. I'm waiting for it to catch up. I have no clue why it is so freaking slow to respond in the menus of XSplit. Yeah, I may end up having a talk with XSplit support about this. I might have a virus. I just built the machine a couple days ago. I do not have a virus. This machine is brand new. That's why it's happening, because I don't have everything dialed in. Okay, let's see here. I think it's my video driver. And I suspect that my video driver is going to crash, people. Oh yeah, I'm having problems with the system now.
No freedom, mislead them, ride with it, we don't need them. Gonna make it, gonna make nobody left to be dead. Overtaking this is my boss brand. Yeah, we get to Nia, there's a virus coming to eat ya.
The virus coming to eat ya.
We go higher, we catching fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to turn on debugging on this. I just got an hourglass. I'm waiting for a second here. This is my virus song.
Rise it up like an endless crescendo. 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 Rise it up. 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 Rise it up like a...
Yeah, it's not your end, guys. I'm having trouble with my broadcaster. I think it's about to crash. Okay, everybody, I'm going to have to kill XSplit, which is going to kill the show. Give me just a moment. I'm going to try and restart it. It is actually, it's my video drivers, folks. I'm sure of it. And I just updated them because I was having some problems. If it is my video drivers, I have to reboot the whole machine. Gosh darn it. Alright, so we'll try this again, and yeah, had a little bit of a crash there. I did not reset my machine, so I actually don't know whether or not that's going to be an issue or not. Usually I do in some event like that, but I did not this time. Why are they not mining anymore? Oh, because there's not any rock there to mine. All right. Yeah, this is the stream machine, game machine. I can go back to doing the other thing, but there's so much more I can do with this if I can make this work. You know, the previous machine setup I had for 5 years, and one machine was 5 years old, the other was 6 years old, and I went through this kind of stuff in the beginning with those two. You just got to get them dialed in and where they're stable, and then you don't mess with anything once you got it there. You don't update any software or nothing unless you're absolutely forced to. So anyway, that is the plan. Hey, I gotta find some more ore for another guy here. Okay. So there's that one. Okay, everybody's good. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this recording again, and then we'll see what happens. And Falcon Vapor, thank you for the 110 bits. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. So, all right, we're going to try recording again. If it messes up again like this, then we'll know that this is an issue that I have to resolve. But I should have the horsepower to do this. Should be possible. All right, we're going to try it, see what happens. Well, Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and I'm being attacked. What the hell, man? You know, getting started here. Somebody's attacking me right off the bat. Not fun, guys. Okay, I'm going to kill this recording. It was recording. So, we actually got further that time. This guy ran out of ore. All right, let's get him on something. Somebody killed him, so that's great. Thank you to whomever killed them. Okay. Yeah, I want those. Get out of there. Let's see how that recording looked. Apparently I don't have recommended settings. Fine. Well, Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and I'm being attacked. What the hell, man? You know, getting started here. Somebody's attacking me right off the bat. Not fun, guys. Okay, I'm gonna kill. All right. Well, let me look at what the settings are on that. It seemed a little fuzzy. Let me make sure it's the highest. Yeah, it is the highest quality. Maybe when it's all rendered out, maybe it was just in the window there. Maybe when it's all rendered out, it'll be good. So, all right. Why do you guys keep saying virus confirmed? There's no virus. I guarantee you there's no virus. So, all right. Try this again. Shouldn't be this difficult. Oh, the virus is Windows 10. Okay, then I have a virus. Eikenberries are your favorite kind of berry. They're great in yogurt. Jim, that sounds a little strange, but okay. Yeah. Don't make me kill you for that comment there, Jim, because I can bury you over it. All right. Are you getting a blue screen? I did get a blue screen yesterday. I don't know what caused it. So, but I then updated my drivers again. So, yes, and the clarity on this should be really good, especially on YouTube. YouTube, the clarity should be absolutely primo. So, and that's one of the beautiful things about this new CPU. You got the power to do it. All right. Here we go. We're going to try this again. Hello, Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to some mining in Eve. Now, we've been very successful with the Orcas. Fully skilled Orcas on moon mining can look something like this. This could be your fleet. This could be all your Orcas. They're not all me. Some of them are, but not all of them. You can earn on good paying stuff 18 million an hour with this, and so you're wanting to know, okay, how do I put together my skill plan to max everything out on the Orca so that one, I can reach the maximum productivity, and two, so that you can put this stuff in the correct order so that you can maximize your time and how it translates into your productivity. Meaning that you don't accidentally put a skill in the top of the queue that gives you a 2% boost in your mining when you could, for the same amount of time, or maybe even twice the amount of time, get one done that gives you 10% and is much more profitable for you in the long run. So I have figured out this order, and this is the exact order in which, once you have an Orca put together, which the requirements here, bring up the thing for an Orca, get your requirements, everything that's in the requirements, you need all of that. Once you've got all of that, this is where you begin. So from there on out, you want Ore Industrial 3. The Ore Industrial, oh wait, no, that's the last one I have to get this going. Okay, so then we go Industrial Command Ships 1. That is the final thing going. And then Drones 2, Drones 3, Drones 4. You need drones for this setup. You can't do without them. If you don't have any drones, you're not mining. And so you need at least drone 4 so that you can get 4 mining drones. You have to have drone 5 in order to get 5 mining drones. So from 4 to 5 is a 20% increase, but so you get your drones in, and then mining drone operation 1, mining drone operation 2, these are 5% each one. So in an hour and a half, you'll have 10% added. Then industrial command ships 2, which gives you another 10% on the harvest. And then mining drone operation 3 takes 7 hours, gives you another 5%. And then you have to go for the one that's longer. You really need to make the leap to get into your 5th drone. And so drones 5, which is almost 5 days, but it's going to add 20% because you go from 4 to 5 drones. It's about a 20% addition in how much you can mine. Then you need drone interfacing 1, 2, and 3, all in that order. These are each a 10% bonus to the amount of harvest that you can do. And you can do this in less than a day of training to get 1 through 3. So that's a 30% increase on your mining proficiency. Then Industrial Command Ships 3, it's 1 day, 5 hours, and that will give you an additional 10%. It doesn't say it here on the pop-up, but it does. If you look up here in the traits, Industrial Command Ship bonuses, and this is Industrial Command Ship 3, so it gives a 5% bonus to the ship's cargo and ore hold capacity, meaning that you can hold more in your ore cargo bay. It does stuff for bursts, which we're not using bursts with this setup. There is a shield burst that can be added, but really you can just wait on that until the very end. You don't need it to get started. Then it gives you a 10% bonus to drone hit points, damage, and ore mining yield. So that's a big deal, another 10%. And then in the for ice drones, it gives a 10% reduction in the cycle time, meaning that it will get the 1 unit of ice 10% faster, which equals a 10% increase. All right. Mining drone operation 4, and then mining drone operation 5. These are each 5%, and the reason that you're doing a almost 10-day skill here at this point is because once you can go into Tech 2 drones, I don't know what the percentage is, but it greatly increases your harvest amount at that point once you finish mining drone operation 5. Then in order to get into the mining drone specialization, you are required to do mining 4. It's a requirement. It's almost a day long. And then mining drone specialization 1, it's a 2% bonus. But for 41 minutes for 2%, no problem. Mining drone specialization 2, 3.5 hours, and another 2%. And then drone interfacing 4. So this is a 4-day, 7-hour skill, but it is a 10% boost. And so this has been figured in as to, why would we do that when like Mining drone specialization is only 18 hours, mining drone specialization 3, and it gives 2%. But if you do the math on this, you'll find that 10% over 4 days, 7 hours is a bigger gain per hour than it is for 2% over 18 hours. So that's why it's in this order. So mining drone interfacing 4 days, 7 hours, 10% increase. And then industrial command ships 4, which is 6 days, 21 hours, almost 7 days, it's another 10% increase. And then you do the mining drone specialization 3 and 4, and then now we're getting into the really big stuff. Drone interfacing 5. It is a 10% increase at 25 days. 25 days. And then the industrial command ships 5, 39-day train, another 10% on top. And then mining drone specialization, this is the very last one. It is nearly 25 days of training and gives you only a 2% boost. That is why it's at the very end. But when you get to that end, you then are with mining drones at the absolute maximum that you can mine, the maximum harvest rate that you can mine, without adding other implants or specialty fits or using augmented drones or anything like that. This is with using Tech 2 drones, which is what I recommend for most people. So, all right, there it is, folks. That is the order of everything that you put it in. Copy this out. This will be in on our website. That it'll have the order of all of these written out, and so you can follow it easy enough, and that will get you all the way up. Now, there's one additional thing. This does not have ice in it. So if you want to incorporate ice in it, you can, and you can figure that stuff out pretty easily. But basically, you need the ice mining drones, and then the mining drone specialization. Those are the only two that you really have to add. And then just get yourself up into the Tech 2 ice mining drones as soon as possible if you want to start mining ice as well. But this right here will get you into the moon stuff. And if you decide that ice is really very secondary but you want it, then train up all the stuff for ice around the time you're doing Industrial Command 5 or Mining Drone Specialization 5. Put it before those, and train that all the way up, with the last thing being, you can get it up to like Specialization 4, and then the very last thing at the very bottom of the list, because that'll be another 25 days for Ice Drone Mining 5. And so most of the money out here is made off of ore. But if you're focusing on ice, you can swap out the mining drone specialization for the ice drone specialization. Anyway, I'm Markee Dragon. Take care, and hope to see you in game. All right. I think that worked. We'll find out here. I think it worked. 1.5 gigs, 9 minutes. Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to some. Once you've got all of that, once you can go into Tech 2, then just get yourself up into the Tech. All right, seems like it worked. So let me see here. All right, very good. So we'll see that possibly in a few days on our website, along with the list of all of the stuff to be trained up and everything. So now that I've got that part done, let's put up some good music here, and then let me check on my other guys who are mining out here, make sure they're still doing their thing, and then let's build this guy in Orca. So let's get him so that his training queue is getting done, and I will have my 9th, or is it 10th? I don't remember. I think it's 9th Orca out here on the field tomorrow. He'll be the lowest skilled. He won't mine very much, but he will start making money, and that'll be great. By the way, all of my guys have been making enough to plex their accounts. All of them. Even my lowest skilled one has mined enough to plex their account. So, I think that if you get up into the maximum amount of mining and such, I don't know how much, like if I'm making 8, somebody do the math for me on this. If I am mining, say, 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 30 days, and I'm able to make 18 million an hour. Actually, I can do the math on this. So we're 30 divided by 24 divided by, no, let's see. It's going to be 30 times 8 times 18 million. It's 4.32 billion per month. So if you're mining 8 hours a day, that's assuming that you can do this passive. If you're going to work and you can't mine while you're working, then obviously you're going to be cut down to, like, say, 4 hours a day. But at 8 hours a day at 18 million an hour, raw, that is 4.3 billion. So even if you were just 4 hours a day, then you're going to be 2.1 billion, which is going to leave you money left over, and you've plexed your account. Yeah, most of you have normal jobs. This is true. But if you do this on the side when you're at home and you're not playing your regular characters, think about this. You can do this while making dinner. You can do this while watching TV. That's with one tune. That number's with one tune. You can do this while doing something else. If you have multiple accounts, you can be running missions on your main account while you have another 2 accounts that are mining. So it is a good thing. It is a good thing. I think it's all very good. Okay. And you'll convert it into much more. So that 4.3 billion, I actually think that with refining and with manufacturing, that I could add conservatively 40% to it. So that 4.3 billion, and then times that by 1.4, that adds 40%. We're up to 6 billion. And so then all of a sudden that starts sounding like really good numbers. 1.5 billion to plex your account. And so yeah, it's all very good numbers. Hey, also, while we're checking on these guys, let's see here. We have a giveaway. We're going to do the first one here in a few minutes. So let me show that to you. And, all right. So, first one's going to be in a few minutes. Here it is. store.markeedragon.com. And you can, got to be logged in to the store. Go to the giveaway section. This isn't right. Let me reload this. Go to the giveaway section. Add.
Every rain comes to an end.
Did you not see me hit pause on that? Oh, sorry. And then add this Alpha Meteor to your cart. Put in your game name, your YouTube name, your whatever name you want me to read off when you win, plus whatever kind of witty message you want to put there. And I will see that and read that off if you are the winner. And add that to your cart. Check out. It's for free. Unless you're buying something at the same time, there'll be no cost. And if you are buying something at the same time, it'll be just the cost of whatever it is you're buying. This is always free, whether you're buying something or not. and you can get in on that. So we're going to draw on that in probably about 10-15 minutes, and so you can all get in on that. This is sponsored by the store. Our store is at store.markeedragon.com. You can get a discount by entering in the discount code called DISCOUNT, all one word, all lowercase, and that'll give you 3% off, and it will give some support to the show, and you can use that on Plex, these packs, Omega Time, and the Golden Pods. Actually, you can use it on anything in the store, but that's the Eve stuff we have, and support the show. So you have my thanks and gratitude for that as well. All right, I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'm going to grab some lunch, and so wait, your free giveaway actually costs money? That's not a free giveaway, dude. That is not what I said. It is free. So, there you go. I'll be right back. Owen Fordor says, yoo-hoo, more fun times with Markee. Excellent. Thank you for the support. I'll be right back, everybody. Let's see here. Here, enjoy the nice lake and good music.
Initiating goodnight sequence. Dispersing appropriate dosage of compound 347. Initiating phase 1 of memory calibration. This won't hurt a bit. Just close your eyes.
All right, back. The adventurer says, thanks for the Brill streams. Would be like short for brilliant. Are we on a mining op? Yeah, I guess. Is it an op? I don't know. So, I think we're going to have good mining all day today. And pretty soon I'm going to be ending up going out and finding more. But I plan to mine this until everything's gone. The moon goo is not worth nearly as much as like the spodium is, but you know, once the spodium's gone, no sense in moving. We got all the stuff here. But I am gonna go searching for more. Whew. All right. Oh yes, I'm gonna look out for more ore. Mm-hmm. Okay. The ore must flow. Yes, this is much like spice, isn't it? That's what hit me so much there. I was just verklempt with the emotion of the spice from all of this ore that's not really real, but is akin to my lunch. Mm-hmm. So, Techhead says, thank you for the awesome game time. You are welcome. Thank you for the support. Okay. So, I'm actually got another characters off screen over here that's mining. And, mining one of my other locations. I have ore at 3 locations right now. So, or at least 2 locations. Third one, I did leave ore there. It might be gone by now. Might be gone by now. I don't know. I am definitely making money off of this. So weekends are the best time for ninja mining too. Okay. So we've got several people on this one. Wow, it is getting to be slimmer pickings here. I'm just starting to mine the stuff that's closest now. that nobody else is on. Found a display bug. I found a couple of them today. I mean, like, in the show. Okay, so I'm going to finish my lunch here real quick. We're going to do the drawing, and then we're going to put together this other character. A log-off bug that wouldn't let you log all the way off? That is interesting. I think I put too much hot sauce on this. Boy, we got quite a few people in system. It's impressive. Yeah, these fleets are open to everybody. It's just those that are sponsoring stations. I have a little bit more information about where all the stations are and when they're ready to pop. But they are. It's all public. Everybody's welcome. I am using Tech 2 mining drones. No such thing as too much hot sauce. About 3 weeks ago, I ate something that was so hot that my face got puffy and my eyes went bloodshot. I decided I wouldn't do that again. Got a little bit of a bad reaction to it. Okay, let's do this draw. Everybody should be in by now. Well, I gotta hide my screen for a moment. I forgot to bring up the stuff for this. Here it is. Enjoy the lake view. Bring up these documents for the draw here. Alright, so this first drawing is going to be for the Alpha Pack, which is worth about $5. And you can redeem it even if you are Omega. It's not a problem. It you wouldn't be able to use the injectors. You can use the Plex that comes with it and everything, but you wouldn't be able to use the injectors. But you can sell them for about 50 million ISK each. So it has some good value. Okay, so if you are the winner, you are going to receive a email from our store that will be a reply to the email that you got confirming your entry. I'll read off your Twitch, YouTube name or game name, whatever it is you put there. And if you didn't put a name in there, then it will be, I'll read your first name and just last initial, so you know who you are, but you're still anonymous. And all right, so get this ready here. All right, so congratulations goes to Twitch name Solid Gone. Solid Gone. You are the winner. Congratulations. Check your email, and you will find that contained within. All right. Now, if you got in on this, you are still in for the Meteor Pack, which we'll draw for later today. And so you don't need to get a second entry in. You are good to go for that one as well. And anybody who's just arriving late or whatnot, you can still get in on this for the Meteor Pack. And like I said, we'll draw that later today. And if you have to take off before we draw, no sweat. We will send it to you anyway. So you'll just find it in your email when you get back. All right, check on these guys real quick. Here's one that needs to get on some more ore. Let's see, looks like he is on that one, so I'll go to the next available here. And then we're going to build this other guy in Orca. Get him up and running. We'll be able to fly it starting tomorrow. His skills are not quite there yet. By tomorrow at this time, he should be able to. All right. So this Avionics 5, basically this is the control range of drones. I don't know, that's a 4-day skill train. I don't know, maybe I should buy this guy a skill injector and let him go to town. I'm going to move this to the bottom. I'll figure out someplace else to put this. Like right here. One of the things that I've figured out is that one of the important things about your Orca build is to have a really long distance that you can target stuff. Brian, I think we're just about out of roids, and some people are not doing any goo at all, so. Everybody's typing X in local Jita. I should too. I don't know what it's for. There was something about that that JJ said that he typed X in Jita or something like that when somebody was doing something and they handed him 5 billion gold or something like that. So hey Brian, I'm back on comms.
Yo, welcome back.
I see you crying.
No, it's not crying. It's just something we say over and over again. No split harvesting if you are with a Hulk, Retriever, or whatever exhumer or barge. Don't use it on several asteroids, especially if they are used by someone already. That's a fact.
Yeah, well, and the way that I put it most of the time is it's rude to be mining a rock that someone else is already mining.
Yeah, exactly.
And, so, yeah. So, yeah, alright. How many orcas do you have out there?
3 at the moment.
3? Yeah. Do you feel like you're making good money?
That's quite okay for the amount of people here, to be honest.
Well, I mean,
I think
in
it
general,
rates.
not disregarding however many people are here right now.
Oh, yeah, well, I could have definitely 2 more.
Oh, yeah,
Be
so you
happy
want
about
more.
2 more. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay, so I guess then it's profitable.
It is, definitely.
Yeah, alright.
We talked about that yesterday, and I'm definitely in plus already.
So am I. In fact, I wonder if the Hogs website is up. Let me see here. Or if it's still having errors. Nah, it's still having errors. Yeah, but I was at over 19 billion for my 8 guys. So, yep.
Okay, let me see. Party pooper list. Where's my party pooper list? I cannot do that on the stream. Something like that is pissing me off because I don't like to repeat myself over and over and over again.
Well, people don't listen.
Well,
So-
then that's their problem if they're not longer welcome. Simple as it is. That's the way of life.
Brian and I are partners in this stuff, folks, so just don't piss him off. Okay. So, I am, how many hours away am I? I'm 14 hours away from flying another Orca. This is good. Oh, we have 50 people in fleet. I think that's the most we've had. Wow. $143 days training. Now I wonder. So it is bare levels. He'll make, really like 7 million an hour raw, something like that, as a brand new Orca pilot. But he'll make like 18 million an hour when he's, up and running. So, is there, and at maximum, I wonder if there's any precedence on, like, should I buy like one skill injector to inject, all this stuff that's the low-hanging fruit, and work with that because I'll make that amount, or I don't know. If I make like an extra 8 million an hour because I pay 750 million, 750 divided by 8 means, 93 hours of mining to break even on that. Yeah, I'm not so sure.
I mean, I was lucky because I have a tune that I actually didn't use for gunnery or with gunnery, so I removed all the skills there, literally, just to get 10 extractors out.
Yeah.
If you know you have skills that you always wanted to get rid of, maybe just buy an extractor and just put some points in there. It's cheaper, much cheaper than 700 million.
Mm-hmm. S up this guy in Moon Miners. There he is. He's no Gardy-Cram. For those of you that are smart, you'll get it. Need to post rules in the Moon Miners channel. Oh, that's probably a good idea, Ira. We should post group etiquette. So, all right, I'm going to write that down. That's a very good suggestion because people can't know stuff if we don't tell them, but the more places we tell them, the more chances are that they'll know. So, oh, a contract's been assigned to me. Is that why you wanted to know my name? What has been given to me? Oh, you gave me an Orca? What? Holy shit. Oh no, you gave me a skill injector. Still, holy shit. A large skill injector. Alright. And that's from Novyx in YouTube chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I shall use that. Alright, so that'll give me a bit of a boost up. Alright.
After the show, I will ask you a question about if that particular character was donating with his 3 tunes or not. And I don't want to have him in the project, to be honest.
Not sure what you're talking about, but okay after the show, no problem.
The person that is still doing the shit. And now even harder. It's ridiculous.
Well, if we do have asshats, we can just mark them as such. So,
let me drag the names in there.
But of course, we should try talking to them first.
I try to, but yeah, stubborn one.
Alright, so Coffee Black. That's a great name. Oh, that's not the one that's in trouble. That was the person who sent me the skill injector. Just saying. Everybody's watching. Is cam down? Oh my god! Did it crash again? Oh my goodness. You know, we should change that little thing. Instead of saying XSplit, powering broadcasting, it should say, fuck you, XSplit. For messing up my show. Actually, I think it's my video drivers that are having problems. Maskatuk, yes, we're on the new PC build. And that's part of why having these issues. And oh my god, really? So, yeah. Let me see if I can get this back. I think I'm gonna have to reset something. Brian, I'm muting. Hey, hopefully we're back and good, and we'll see here. I am gonna try, and this is gonna be done off the show, of course, There's two things I want to work on. One is I want to work on memory timings, because I saw something that indicated that maybe my memory was not running at full speed. And then I also I need to figure out something with my video drivers and what's going on here and what my issue is. And so I've got to, I don't know, maybe I have to rethink how I'm doing some things or something. And you know, maybe I need to, you know, reduce to just the Titan XP or something of that nature, you know, because it could be, I have a 980 GTX 980 Ti in there as well, and you know, maybe there's something funky with that and that's what's causing the problem. So it could be a bug with XSplit, it could be my drivers. I actually have seen this driver issue a few times, and I'm pretty sure it's drivers. I'm pretty sure it's my video drivers. So, and XSplit depends real heavily on my video drivers. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, all right. We'll figure it out. I will figure it out. One way or another. I think the machine that's behind me is going to get put together on Monday, and it's going to be kind of off the show. And you know, let's see here. Can you see it back there? Let's see. Let me get out of the way here. You see it back there? It's got a sad face on it. It's so sad. Oh, the bot is down. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, all right. You know, just the way it is. And, right. Yeah, that was a beard cam. Watch out. So, anyway, I'm just gonna continue on, do the best I can with this. I'll continue fixing these little issues. A week or two, the show will be smooth as butter. Yeah. Right. Hey, I'm back, Brian. I just had a little meltdown.
No problem.
You, sir, rock.
Maskatuck, thank you so much for resubbing. I know you're coming back as a sub. You've been a sub before. So thank you for that. The bot should be back up on what day? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And so, and then yeah, you know, one of the things I had in mind here is if I reduce my the game and stream machine to one video card, maybe I do it with using Synergy, so that I can have desktop operation and keyboard and mouse command of everything, but it's doing it over two machines. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay. So, thank you again, Novix, for the skill injector. We shall use that now. Okay, activate one large skill injector. Confirm. It's gonna give me 500,000. That's great value on this guy. I forgot about that. Because he's so new with skill points and everything. He gets just a really good bonus on that. He has only 2.5 million skill points. So, Whitwolf, thank you so much for the 400 bits. That might go into whiskey to drown my sorrows after the show when the computer's not working. I'm working on what our next goal is going to be and everything. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So now I've got 500,000 unallocated skill points. That is, you know, when you're a brand new character, those go a really long way. Most of my other characters would get 150,000. Yeah. Okay, so we got to pause the skill queue, and then I believe, what do we do here? We do large skill injector. Does this apply the points? No. Let's see. Does this apply skill points? And it's going to finish off all of these things. Ooh, this is nice. All the way up into mining drone operation 5. That's great. That is really great. So, hey, confirm.
Skill training completed.
Oh, a bunch of skill training completed. So, thank you for that gift. I appreciate it. Makes my skill queue much smaller. It's still a long time in there. We got 131 days. Oh, should be able to apply and not have to stop. Yeah, that'd require more programming, you know. Chris, I don't know why you would be getting a white screen when launching Eve. Sorry. Don't know how to help on that one. Okay, so now we can buy this Orca. 15 skills completed. Most excellent. Oh, and that 131 days, that's not till maximum. That's, I've also got 14 days sitting on the end here. That isn't required for this. It just gives better shielding. Okay, let me get in. So. Okay, let's see here. I need to find. Let me just reload the message of the day here. And we'll simulate this. I think that I'm not going to worry about a cloak on this one. I am not going to do tractor beam. I'm not going to do these boosts either. What I am going to do is I'm going to add some drone navigation units. See how many I can fit on there. Because I want to extend beyond my targeting. So my targeting is only 72, huh? And drones are at 40. Targeting is at 73 and a half. Okay. So what affects your targeting? Is there a skill here that's long range targeting? Oh yeah. Look at that. I could get a really big boost right there really quickly. Hours after that. Yeah, bot's dead. I hope to have it back up for the show Wednesday. Might have a show Tuesday. You know what? I realized that I didn't have anything on the schedule for next week. I hadn't extended the schedule out, so I'm gonna have to put that out there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Happens.
I know. It just got to the end and I didn't realize it. So.
Well, you were busy enough this week, huh?
Oh yeah.
Let's not think about that. I mean, computer, internet problems, all that stuff.
Oh, I know. These darn internet problems I've had. My outage this morning was like for over 7 hours.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And it was weird because all the Google sites worked, but none of the other sites did. So I thought it was a DNS problem, but it turns out that that what I found out is that Google actually hosts many of their connection points within my ISP. And so that's why that worked, and we weren't getting outside of the ISP.
Okay.
So I originally thought it was DNS causing that, which is, you know, the likely suspect, but that wasn't it. So yeah. Oh, I need what? Required skills 1 month, 2 days for all this stuff. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to adjust this fit.
I guess with 7 skill boosters, you should be capable of getting along with the new tune.
7 skill boosters. That sounds great.
No. I just did some calculations, and I think it would be like 7 skill boosters around.
Yeah, and how much?
And
There's 750 million each, so 750 times 7, 5.2 billion. I mean, yeah, 5.2 billion. Yeah.
Well, if you have a tune ready to spend them.
Right. I don't think that that's going to be worth it, and so I'm just going to put these to Tech 1.
Till 5 million, it is worth it because you get full 500,000. You extract 500,000 and you get 500,000.
So, I bought another pair of shoes, honey, because they were on sale and I was able to save money. That's the same statement you just made.
I just got half of it.
What I said was, the shoes were on sale. I got them at a discount, and so I saved money, so I bought another pair. Which is kind of the same thing as, well, you get the full value out of the skill injector if you buy it when you have skill points this low. But you still have to put the money out.
No, I didn't say anything about the money. That it was for free or whatever.
Oh, well, I'm not getting them for free. I mean, I got one.
Definitely
for free,
not.
And that was.
No, I was trying to figure out how many you would need to start with a blank tune to get into the mining stuff, if you have money left. I didn't say anything about that you don't need money for it.
Oh, well, the minimum fit is like 2.5 million skill points.
2.5, okay. Then it would be even lesser.
So, yeah. Do we have a discount code for the store? Yes, it's called discount. All one word, all lowercase. Use that at checkout, and it'll work. So, how long before I respond to the 2 billion donation? And thanks for setting this up, Ira. I sent everybody last night corporate invites that had done it, and it'll be tonight before I get into any that came in after I did that last night. And we're just still setting this stuff up, so it could take a couple of days. And don't worry, you're not being ignored. I just we're just setting this up for the first time, and I decided I was gonna have to put together a spreadsheet because we're getting enough people donating that and getting in on this that I've got to figure this out. So yeah, speaking of which, I mean, gosh. So just on the show today, we have sponsorship of 5 more stations. I put up 3 last night. I had 4 before the show today that I still have to put together that we got donations for last night. And so this makes 9 more stations that I got to put up, which means we're all going to be having mining every day, no problem. But yeah, it's going to take me a little bit to catch up. So, yeah. And thank you, everybody who's getting in on this. I appreciate it. So, okay. My website doesn't hate Firefox anymore? Well, we never hated it in the first place. Firefox may have hated us, though, at one point, but it's good that it's not a hater anymore. We've never done anything to intentionally block Firefox. We try and meet the normal standards of things. We are starting to run out of stuff here. Hey, so I guess I better pivot here just a little bit and get looking for our next moons. Let's see, how much is it the moon we left this morning? Not very much. There's less than 10 rocks still there. I have one guy there mining. Yeah. So I will start searching up some more, and then we'll continue building Orca guy here, and so seeing if there's any rocks that are not being mined. Oh yeah, I'm starting to have to look really far out. Wow. 92k away is the closest one. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this one and I'm gonna go and start searching for our next things. For those of you watching on YouTube, we are going to have, let's see, can I get into the station here? Oh, it's too far away. And I don't have any other stations here, do I?
Welcome to the Dragons.
Okay, we'll go next door with this guy. Oh my goodness.
Warp drive active.
So I'll find us our next mining spot while we're cleaning this one up. There are a couple of rocks left at the old mining spot that we left this morning, if you know where that is. If you don't, then, you know, no sense in worrying about it too much, really. Shouldn't be too hard to find something else on the weekend here. This cost me about 3.5 billion. Well, I did them for about 5 billion each when I first set these up with skill injectors, because I skill injected several of them because I wanted to get up and running at volume in their ships. The ships are about 1.1 billion, and then just getting all their skills up and everything. And I think I spent about 3.5 to 5, depending on their skill levels. So, and for those of you who have sponsored stations or whatnot, I will be probably tomorrow. I'll get it up and running. We'll get your Corp characters and a couple of, you know, like one of Brian's characters, one of my characters, and everything in there, so that we can post things like, you know, when stuff's gonna blow and everything, and how many stations we got, blah blah blah. Instead of just using the Corp chat. I don't plan on using the Corp chat because not all my characters that need to communicate in there are going to be in the Corp.
Warp drive active.
So we've got enough stations in the queue now that I think we're gonna have one of these popping every day, and I'll do some alternating like we talked about with the weekend stuff, doing Friday, Saturday. I think we'll alternate some times on these other stations when they're going to pop, to try and provide a range of people, everybody that's here, so that you have some chance to get some mining on it, to where maybe some of them will be out of your time of availability, but we'll try and have a good mix so that everybody gets gets a piece. Vitalico, thank you for following. Welcome. All right, so and in just a minute here, we're gonna switch over on YouTube. Let me get the link for that.
Docking request accepted.
So we only have so long we can go on YouTube videos. So in YouTube, that's where the next show is going to be. I'll bring it up here in just a few minutes. How long will it take to repay the $5 billion? So, $5 billion divided by 18 million, 277 hours of mining, and that's raw, and then it's pure profit. That may seem like a lot, but $5 billion is a big investment. You know, I don't think you need to do that much. I think, you know, you're obviously going to have to cover the cost of the ship and everything. And if you have patience, then, yeah, 277 hours. It's a lot. If you're going to spend $5 billion on a character. So, and then you'll be pure profit after that. But, you know, call it a capital investment. It's a one-time investment. Then after that, you just make money all the time. And so, you know, and being that this is passive stuff, I literally have guys mining all day, every day, even while I'm doing the shows. They're mining in the background. They're mining right now. You don't see any miners on the screen right now, and they're mining right now. So that's how this works. It's the buzzword passive income in EVE. All right, so those of you on YouTube, we are switching over to the new entry for this, so we will see you there in just a moment.